Good afternoon and welcome back to a brand new video. It is currently the 1st of January 2024 and I could not be more excited because one, look at the weather. It is a stunning day here in Portugal at Miracle Mountain, and number two reason I'm excited is because today is the day that I start the cabin. The first thing I have to do is load all of the wood into the back of this UTV and take it as far up the mountain as possible by road. There is some dirt tracks where I can park up and then I have to hike all of the materials in. So I've got a fair bit of wood that I've chopped up this morning and cut to size, ready to build the deck of the cabin. And then once I've built the deck, I've got a nice flat surface to work off. So I've just offloaded all of the wood from the UTV, made it up here successfully. Had a lot of questions in the last video asking me why I don't focus on making a road to the cabin. It's just not possible. It's actually impossible because there's just huge boulders. It's so steep. There's no way you could ever create a road to this area, but that's exactly why I like it. And I waited till later in the day because the sun dips behind the mountain and everything cools down. There's not been a cloud in the sky today. It's been really nice and sunny, but that means it's warm. So I'm gonna strip off and carry this wood to where it needs to go. The first batch is up here. Just got to repeat that another 10 times to get all of the wood for the deck. I absolutely love it here. Look at this. This is going to be a joy building up here. Wow. Right, I can't waste time because the sun is behind the mountain. It'll start to get pretty chilly. in the next probably 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm gonna crack on. So all of the wood is now in location for the deck, and I want the deck lifted off the ground, and I'm going to basically set these posts on concrete blocks so it's off the ground. So if I do have any troubles in big storms with water that does travel down this valley in storms, I won't have a problem with it getting into the cabin, obviously. And I will build a nice retaining wall with all the stone that is around in this area eventually once the cabin is finished. This is all Douglas fir that I've got lying around. These are 2x4s. This is what I'm going to be using for the deck. So this project for me isn't about just going to the store and buying everything brand new and being done with it. It's about utilising what I can find on the property. So I have these concrete blocks lying around. I may as well utilise them. I'm not a big fan of how they look, but they are quite old and they're covered in moss, so they won't look too bad. And I'll probably end up disguising them with either pieces of wood or stone that's lying around this area, because there's plenty of stone. There's a riverbed just down the way with river stone, which is perfect to build a fireplace and all them things that will come after the cabin is actually completed. The UTV has been getting a proper workout today. I'm going to take all of these blocks out first before I carry them up and stack them here, because that's a lot of weight in the back of here. A lot of weight to carry to the site as well. So I've got a few different sizes. These are the bigger blocks. And then I've got some smaller blocks here, which should work nicely for leveling out. Good morning, it's day 2 and I'm back on the cabin site, and as you can tell, it's a lot different to yesterday. It's really foggy and misty, and I absolutely love it up here when it's like this. It's very cinematic. Just look at that, it's absolutely beautiful. And I've actually been greeted with a present from the wildlife this morning. As you can see down here on this piece of wood, there's a nice turd, just a small one, just a little warning of their territory being marked and that I'm gonna have to share this cabin with them. And then over here, they went a little bit more extreme and left me a really big, sloppy one. So thank you, I appreciate it. So at this moment in time, I'm gonna take that little memento that they left me on the 2 separate pieces of wood that I need to use today as a little welcome home present, a little cabin raising memento from the animals, because they can't speak, and obviously this is their home as much as mine. So things are developing nicely. As you can tell, I've got the first 2 beams, the front and the back. I just need to level out the middle one and set that. But I was just digging for the middle one, and I don't know if you can see down here, and I'm just picking up the camera now because I don't know what it is, but I'm hitting some sort of metal and it looks blue. So I'm gonna dig that out and see what it is. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hoping for a hoard of gold or something, but I'm pretty sure it's not that. If it is a gold hoard, like this video right now, and if you like the video, I'll give you like a couple of thousand each. That has absolutely thrown me off. I was just about to level the last beam and then suddenly I find some treasure, although it's not actually treasure and we're not going to get rich. But check this out. So here we are. That has really knackered me out, digging all of that out there. And that is probably some of the best compost you're going to find. But look at this. Basically, it's a whole oil barrel all the way into the ground. That is deep. And there was water in the bottom, but obviously water's just got in there from the ground. And I was thinking, is that some sort of like hidden water system? But the further I dig down, the more I'm just thinking, have I just dug out someone's toilet? I really hope that isn't the case, but this is evidence that they obviously used this area all the way up on the side of the mountain, which I knew already because they don't just build these beautiful stone walls in places they're not going to use. The question is now, do I completely dig around it and pull it out? Or do I leave it and turn it into a fridge? I'm not going to lie, it is right in the middle of where my beam needs to go, and I think it's just a little bit high. So I'm tempted to take it out, but also how cool would it be if I put a trap door in the bottom of the cabin floor and then put some sort of like insulated lid on it, and then it's so far underground, even in the summer, that's probably going to be pretty cool. I can store all of my drinks in there when I'm working all the way up here. It's a pretty cool idea. Let me know in the comments what you would do with it. So as you can probably see behind me, I have just finished the deck. I'm so happy. It's been a really good day, super productive. It's actually cleared up a lot as well, which is nice. Although I do like working up here in the fog and the mist. It's quite eerie. And yeah, like I said before, like proper cinematic. It just kind of adds to the fairy tale area surrounded by these ancient stone walls and the massive granite boulders and these beautiful big oak trees. It's really cool. Check this out. I've got a little natural water bottle holder. So this is where we're at. The deck is obviously the footprint of the cabin and it fits really nicely into the environment. It's not too big. I've got enough room to obviously walk around the front here. There's going to be a window in this side. There's going to be a big window here because this is where the view is. The back wall will be completely sealed off, no windows. And then I'm pretty sure I'm going to put the door on this right hand side. This is where most of the room is, so you can walk around. May even have a little covered area to protect the doorway if it's sheeting down with rain. But yeah, I'm super stoked. No foundation whatsoever, it's just on concrete blocks. And I'm happy with it. I just look at this. Wow, can't get enough. The size of the deck is 2.5 by 2.5 meters. So what's that in feet for all the North Americans? About 8 feet. 8 feet square essentially, which is more than enough space that I need for up here. I am going to make it so that I can stay up here if I want to, just a small little platform that kind of doubles up as a bed and a bench sheet and can just look over the view. It's going to be ace. I need to go and get some material for the actual platform of the deck and then I can start building up the walls. Doesn't it look like Gandalf could just be walking along there with his big stick? But look at this, if I turn around, you can see there is the deck and it's sat down lower. Obviously we've got this nice stone wall and this is why I built it here. When we get big storms and the wind, it's very protected in this area, which is nice. And a short walk brings me down here to this hiking trail that goes past this absolutely epic mossy granite boulder. And there's no way I can show the scale of this, but it's essentially the size of a house. It's absolutely huge. And I absolutely love looking up the mountain. You can't even see where the cabin's going to be because it's hidden behind these huge stones. It's only from certain angles that you can actually see it. So if I walk around here, this stone here is bigger than the cabin itself, which is ridiculous. But if I swing by, then you'll be able to see the platform. It's very cool. It's so steep around here. I already feel like my fitness is getting better doing this hike backwards and forwards constantly to the dirt road and the dirt track that leads me up here that I've been dropping all the materials at and then hiking to this location. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this new series and I'll catch you on the next one.